Hello, I'm Justin from KASTA Technologies. I'm here today at the spectacular Trilogy Display Suite at Kangaroo Point here in Brisbane, and joining me here is Daniel Poultney, Associate Sales Director from the Arden Group, and Matthew Taylor from Harvey and Commercial Queensland Technology Solutions Division. Hello and welcome to you both.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's an amazing facility you have here.
Absolutely. Really impressed with how it's turned out. Wouldn't believe it, but it took just over 8 weeks to finish the whole display. So amazing effort by Tompkins who built the display, and really excited to get the project launched in July.
I actually feel like I'm sitting up on the top penthouse at the moment.
Yeah, it somewhat feels like that with
looking out.
The image behind us, but believe it or not, that will be one of the balconies up on the high floors. So
yeah, no, it's a fantastic facility here. So we're here to talk about buyers' changing needs and expectations around technology and what they look for in their next apartment or home. Nowadays, people are more conscious about security, energy, work-life, home balance, while wanting to secure all that in their apartment offering. Residents are looking more than just a place to live. They want to feel a place of belonging and lifestyle. So really want to ask you guys a couple of quick questions.
Well, certainly from a technology perspective, we can definitely help with lifestyle. We can provide technological solutions that allow an apartment owner to control their environment, basically from a simple push of a button on their phone. So that's obviously a big part of what we provide and work with Daniel here from the Arden Group on providing those sorts of solutions. And KASTA is definitely the right product for those sort of applications.
So I'll start with you, Daniel. First question is, the new generation of diverse, multi-stage in-life buyers are currently moving into apartments and have different expectations from those before them. What are people currently looking for in an apartment these days?
Good question. Look, I think apartment living these days is a big lifestyle choice. Gone the days of 5-10 years ago where people were just buying simply an apartment. It's now about buying what's attached to their apartment. So I think that's from a macro to a micro level. Obviously picking a suburb, and then obviously the development itself. What amenities does it have? What facilities? Things like that. I think they're the real big crucial things that we've seen a shift in, and I think buyers have a level of expectation now that they're going to get the state-of-the-art facilities. They're going to have the amenity, but what we're here to talk about today is obviously the technology side of things and where that's going in apartment living. So it's very exciting.
Yeah. Next question I have is for Matthew.
Right.
As a smart home technology has found its niche in the market with the increase in the use of various smart devices, have there been changes in the buyer's focus towards smart device options to enhance lifestyle within their apartments?
Absolutely. I still think that home technology is still finding their niche, but a lot of the requirements now from a homeowner or apartment owner is they want to use that technology rather than maybe to show off, but more to enhance their lifestyle. Utilize, in this case, their apartment in the best way possible, and a lot of that is down to the use of technology.
You're seeing an increasing trend of people asking for.
Absolutely, I guess there's an increasing trend in apartments being built, and then as Daniel mentioned, the increase in the amenity and the creature comforts within those apartments then lend themselves to making sure that they also have technology in there to enhance all of those other things.
Yep. Great. So Daniel, just one other question for you. Being able to put together a customised design home control package is important for developers
Absolutely.
to promote and sell their apartments? What part of offering smart technology is the most attractive to you as the developer in order to engage the buyer and stand out amongst the competitors?
Absolutely. Really good question. I think for us as a developer, a really important and a really exciting piece of the KASTA system is to be able to link multiple, interfaces with the system. And obviously scale that relevant to the product we're trying to sell, whether it be a standard unit or a penthouse. We can scale that product to match our buyers' needs.
Yeah, well, that is important, I guess, to accommodate all the different types of size of apartments.
Exactly right.
That we have.
Exactly right. And look, as I said, with our penthouse buyers, obviously their needs and requirements may differ vastly from our standard unit buyers. So having the ability to show them how well the system works is really beneficial to us.
Technology enhances the home, and the home tech ecosystem enhances the work. Where does wellness and enhanced living fit into the apartment life, do you think?
Well, I think it's probably one of the most important aspects of apartment life. In Australia, one of the big things that people want to do is potentially own their own home and have their own piece of land. Now with apartments, we have these fantastic options for apartment living where, again, as we said before, the amenity needs to be at such a high level to compensate for perhaps not having a backyard or the ability to just walk across the road to a park or throw a ball for your dog. So enhancing your apartment living by use of technology. So, for example, when you come home, you can have a welcome scene, opens all the curtains up to the views that you have in this, wonderful development. So you have the curtains open at certain times. You've got mood settings for your lighting. So, okay, we're going to watch a movie now. We'll hit one button and the lights dim and the curtains close and the TV turns on. And so, that kind of enhanced living is absolutely essential. That's the way of getting around perhaps not having the ability to throw a ball to your dog out the back.
And I think that's a big demographical shift as well. People my age, late 20s to mid 30s, 10 years ago, loved to buy a house and land.
Yeah.
That was a dream. Nowadays, I think there's a big shift to buying an inner city unit, which has all your amenity, all your facilities. You can still have a dog and use the facilities within the project, and there's dog walkers available. But I think it's about there's a big shift here in what people's view is for the ideal living scenario, and apartments are now getting to the point where they have everything a house has to offer, but are probably more or less positioned better for the end user, closer to the CBD, closer to amenity, transport and things like that. So I think that's a big change.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, just look at the amenity in this project. It's probably a lot better than anyone would ever have in their home. So it kind of makes that decision a lot easier, particularly for, like you said, your sort of age bracket. It's a little bit easier to achieve, possibly price-wise, and then, your lifestyle is greatly enhanced by, again, the amenity and then also the technology within the apartment.
With your extensive research into understanding your buyers' needs and expectations in delivering smart buildings for your next project, what is it about KASTA Technologies that made you decide we're the best fit solution for the project and for your buyers?
Well, I might kick this one off probably more from a technical perspective.
Sure.
I've been doing this for a little bit over 20 years now. I've seen products come and go. It can be quite complex what we do, and that's probably one of the greatest benefits of KASTA for both ourselves and our customers is its simplicity, its scalability, is excellent. You can do a very small amount with KASTA, or you can do a lot with KASTA. Certainly, even just a few years ago, doing something like that just wasn't possible. With lighting control and blind control, it was always a complicated, expensive process. The outcome is always great, but with KASTA we get a great outcome. It's very easy to install and configure. There's no programming required, and again, it's as little or as much as a client wants or needs. So that then is a benefit to someone, like a developer, where they can fit the cost model into their development and still provide a small or a large solution to their clients at a great price at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think I'd have to add on to that, obviously, off the back of our research, along with Harvey and Commercial. It was really important for us to find an interface which is really user-friendly. Obviously, for a project of this size, 525 units, we've got to find a solution which is going to work for every end user. And that's, irrelevant of how technologically savvy they are, because we're going to have penthouse owners, downsizers who may not necessarily be as familiar with the smart technology, and we're going to have our, obviously, younger demographic as well. So that was really important for us to ensure that we got that right. I think also from KASTA's point of view, it's about working with a team that understand their product really well, and have a really good after-service, customer service package for our end users.
Right. Well, thanks for today, guys. Really appreciate your time.
No problem.
Thanks very much.
Obviously, very excited with this project. It's going to be, a fantastic project for Brisbane, really, and it's going to change this demographic totally. And we're obviously very excited to be part of this with Arden Group and Harvey and Commercial.
Likewise, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Right, thanks.
Cheers.